Hi, I'm Silver, the owner and developer of the True Survival RP community. I'm doing this video as a simple tutorial to show you how to get your DayZ server running on the new Valning map. This tutorial is based off a self-hosted server as a guide, however the practice is adaptable to servers hosted through a hosting service or for those who have got a bit more experience with hosting through a Mega Manager. Okay, first of all what we need to do is download a few folders. So we'll start off with this one here. Alright, that's the only one that's going to load up through a browser. The other two is we need DayZ Offline Valning. They'll download directly since it's through the Discord and the by key. Once you've got this page open here, you need to go download a zip and it'll copy everything that we need from there. Once it's complete, you need to go over to your downloads folder where they'll be. Obviously I've done these prior, so what I'll do is I'll click on these two, so hold Control, then go Control C. That's copied them across. Now you need to go to your server directory. Alright, your directory extension could be similar to mine or slightly different. Next is going to MP missions. Alright, and then go Control V. Now I've copied those two compressed files right there. First of all, we'll start off with the mission folder. So go to extract files. Okay, so we've got the new one right there. We can get rid of that. Alright, now we're going to go with this one here, extract these files. Alright, now we can get rid of that. Now I'll open up this in a new window to make it simpler. Alright, so everything in Valning files is actually updated versions of the files that we've already got here. So what we're going to do is start off by going into env right there, territory types right here. Alright, so go Control A, Control C, so that's going to copy it all from there. Click over to here, Control V. Yes, we want to replace all 11. Okay, we've done that. Next, we'll go into map, area flags. Alright, so you can just grab that, drag it straight across. Yes, we want to replace that one. That's done. Alright, what we'll do is we'll just change the naming on these two here. As since I've done these prior, they had numbers. So get rid of those numbers. Alright, hold down Control, click on those three, Control C, go over to here, Control V. Yes, it's going to replace two files and add an extra. That's what we want. Next step, go to your init.c. Now, this is for actually getting your new XMLs for proxy data and cluster data to generate. So, start off by removing the two // those there. Save it. You could be using Visual Studio Code like I am, or maybe Notepad++, or whatever code editor you're used to using. Okay, so we've done that now. Now we can actually go back out of this. In this window here, which is still back in this directory, I'll get rid of that Valning's files because we don't need that now, and get rid of that. Okay, so in the directory of your server, I've already got a new batch file and a config that I've made up. Otherwise, by default, it'll just be called start and server DayZ. Alright, but just for the purpose of tutorial, I've made extras. So we'll start off by clicking on this. Alright, go down the bottom. What we need to do is change the template from here, which is DayZ Offline Churnerus Plus, to DayZ Offline Valning. Now it was all lowercase. Simple as that. Save it. Alright, now that's done. If you're doing anything different to your batch file, like how I've changed mine, there may be a few things in here that you need to change. Alright, so for example, over here when it comes to the config that you're using. Alright, so that's actually the wrong one. I need to click on tutorial, edit that one. Alright, so as you can see, I've got tutorial.config right there, so that's going to point directly to that config that we need. Next, what you need to do is go to where it says mod, and then add in Valning map. Alright, where you'll find that is within your DayZ game directory. Now if you've got folders hidden, you won't see this one here, so you need to make sure that hidden folders are visible. Alternative to that, this folder will not be invisible, and this one here is connected to your DayZ launcher if you use the external launcher. And what you can do is you go down to where Valning map is right there, so you can copy that across. Where is it? Get rid of that there. Okay, so you'll be copying it into your server folder here. I've already done it prior, so it's right there. I've taken the space out of the name right there because it doesn't like spaces when it's processing it. So if you have the space there, it's not going to load. So always close up the space. If you're using a hosting service and you're going through a game panel, they won't have their plain names like this. It'll just have the @ symbol and then series of numbers, which actually reflects on the mod ID. Alright, so you're made aware of that. Information for mods in there. I've chucked my own mod in there as well. Alright, now what we need to do next thing is go into your keys folder. So what we need to do is open that up, and beforehand downloads. Alright, copy the by key from there. However, I've already got it, it's right there. If you don't have it in there, it's not going to load the mod, plain and simple. Okay, so everything's ready to go. We're going to start off by starting the server first up. Now you're not going to join it straight away, because what you want it to do is generate those other two files. So while it's processing, it's going to use a little bit more RAM because it has to generate new files from scratch. Now where you find those is under MP missions. Go back into your mission file, which is DayZ Offline Valning, storage 1, export. Alright, as you can see, it's already generated those two for us right there. So just hold down Control, then go Control X, which will cut those out of there. Alright, and then we're going to go back to here. Alright, and then go Control V. Yes, it's going to replace those two. Beautiful, we've replaced those. Now go back to your main server directory. Now close down that server instance so it restarts it. Back inside your mission file here, what we'll need to do is make the adjustments to init.c once again and put those / back in right here. If you do not, you'll find that it's going to lag each time your server restarts because it's going to be regenerating those files every single time, and you really do not want that. Alright, so I've saved that, that's done. Now we can actually go back to restarting the server. And what I'll do is I'll go through here, servers, and actually show you. Alright, as you can see there in my LAN, it's active. Now I will join that. Now normally you could either go servers, if you've got it on your local area, you just go LAN. Anyone else who's connecting to it, of course, you'd have port forwarding set up. If you've done all this stuff before, then you can go join. What it would actually do is select all the mods for you and say yes, download, you go with that. However, since I'm using a local mod, which is my own personal one, because I've still got that one in testing, haven't released this new version yet, I'm loading this one locally. So what I've done is I've selected it manually. Now we'll go play, and the game will start to load. Now if you followed all these steps correctly, your server will load without any problems at all. However, if you still find yourself not being able to get your server running, even after a simple tutorial like this, personally I suggest you leave server hosting to someone with a little more confidence in hosting. When it comes to all us hosters and modders alike, we've got no problems lending a hand from time to time to help people out, but we're not here to baby anyone and hold your hand through basic setup instructions. So by all means ask us, we've got no problems helping you out, but we're not going to do it for you. At the end of the day, if you're going to host a server, you need to know how to maintain it too. And that all comes down to the finer fundamentals of installing a mission file. Okay, as you can see, we're in the game right now. Alright. Enjoy the world of Valning, and thanks for your time.